Well, thank you very much. I am aware that members of the media and the public will be interested in comments in relation to the digital VAT contract. I want to just start by saying that I fully acknowledge and take personal responsibility for the public outrage that has been caused by this digital VAT contract. I also want to state it upfront that I do not in any way undermine the voices, the views, the disappointment, the anger, and the calls for accountability that have been made by the citizens. The negative discourse has not only affected an impact on me, but it has also had impact on my family. But most of all, also it has tainted the teamwork of our government that is led by the President in our continued efforts to fight COVID-19 situation. It's also caused a bit of disruption. And so for all of this, I want to unequivocally apologize. Maybe if I can just go back a little bit on that, just to indicate that the issue of the investigation arose from an audit query which the Auditor General had raised with the Director General. And then, of course, when this matter was reported to me, I then recommended that the Director General should find a forensic audit team that comes from outside so that we can look into all the procedural issues and also the issues of overcharging that were raised by the Auditor General. In that process, of course, the matter got leaked to the media, and then SIU responded in public saying that they would they would be investigating. I immediately wrote a letter to say to the SIU that we will give them full support, whatever documentation they require, whatever official of the department would be made available. That process has gone through and we've offered full cooperation in this regard. So I just want to indicate firstly that as I've indicated in that press briefing, firstly that I had no role to play in the award of the contract and that there was no personal benefit in this regard. The subsequent other issue related to some money that were transferred to my son's account. And again, this has made the family quite unhappy and we're quite outraged with this. And then we have had to sit down and have a conversation on that matter to indicate that the kind of relationship that was involved was inappropriate and that, of course, at the end, all those funds need to be returned. But the issue was that it was based on a personal relationship, which adults, as you have children at this age, people have relationships which we are not necessarily aware as to what extent they do. So those are some of the issues we have since reported then to the SIU in this regard, and we've also since updated the President in this regard. But we have not discussed the issue of resignation. We've discussed with the President the issue of a special leave pending the report of the SIU. So in this case, you will recall that if we talk about issue of step aside, we're dealing there with a situation which usually you are dealing with where there have been a report that indicates particular issues that need to be answered. I think that report must be awaited, and I think from my point of view, we'll continue to cooperate with the process. And therefore, what we've discussed has been on the issue of the special President.